Right, hello. Yeah, tonight's episode, Gotham, third episode. What can I say? Absolutely fucking brilliant. It rocked. It fucking did. So, mind my language. I'm impressed. Last week, sort of enjoyed it. Had potential, 1970s detective series. What I was thinking. Tonight, third episode in. Fucking wowzer. What more can I say? Right. I mean, what a great story. Started off with this weird vigilante guy called the Balloon Man. And even after all, like, the corrupt types sort of started off, he gets rid of this, hedge fund manager, one of these investment type people. And he's ripped off half the working class of Gotham, $500 million, and he's that arrogant about it, and he's going to get away with it because the whole place is just reeking with corruption, right? Reeking with it, and it's showing clips of police officers taking backhanders and prostitution, all of it going on. I mean, roll on when the bat arrives in town. Anyway, enough of that. And he takes this guy that fiddled all this money. He goes and fucks off, right? He takes a sneaky way out, and he's on back street, and this guy comes up. He's got like a hot dog thing or something. Or he's got this stand with him, and he just chains him to his hand, and then he just lets go where the balloon, and off he goes. And that's him gone up into the stratosphere. We'll get back to that in a minute. So it all starts coming out. Do you know what I mean? So, like, you jump straight income credits, Gotham, and you start going into usual police stuff and, the backstories, and there's like a hint from last week and stuff. Then Catwoman turns, well, Selena Kyle, the young girl, she turns up, and she takes Gordon to where Bruce's parents, Batman's parents were murdered, and she does that, and she goes and does that, and it's down a sewer, and he, handcuffs her, but she escapes, and they've made this agreement, because she believes he's an honest cop. I mean, he is an honest cop, and he's got a wallet, and he's still digging around for who killed his parents, Then we jump over to Wayne Manor. He's not eating, he's now more disturbed than ever. He stopped eating, and he's trying to like test himself, and Alfred's getting annoyed with him, and he's looking at gruesome pictures of who killed his parents and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like little signs, and Alfred's going, look, what you doing, man? This is, you're gonna have nightmares that I already do. Then you jump from that, and it's back on thing. Barbara Gordon. Well, Barbara, she's called at the moment. She hasn't married him yet. Oh, Commissioner Gordon's girlfriend. She's had a lesbian affair with her in the Special Crimes Unit. You find out about that, and I think she was a drug addict or something working undercover, but she had a fling with the police officer, the other woman. It's sort of like secrets coming out there, because it all Fisher owns the dodgy mafia gangster restaurants, wants to take over Gotham. She tells the two from the crimes unit that Gordon killed Cobblepot. Well, we're going to get into Cobblepot in a minute, because after last week's events with him. So it's sort of like back to Balloon Man, start digging around, and they go out this guy's house. There's a super bad woman there beating Bullock up, the other copper, and trying to find out where these weather balloons come from. They're $1,000 a piece or something. And then suddenly he strikes again, does Balloon Man. Do you know what I mean? He sort of strikes again. He gets this corrupt cop at like beating people up at the police station. Officer Cranston, he's corrupt as anything. And he gets him, and he goes flying off up into orbit, so that's 2 down. And he's after a third one. Anyway, they've got it all shot. They figure out who Balloon Man is. Gordon figures it out. He finds this piece of paper or something. When Cranston were beating him up before they got the handcuffs and the balloon on him. And the guy that's doing it worked for Juvenile Hall, and he got so fucked up with corruption and what was going on in Gotham, he decided to make a stand like with the Lord Mayor sending out kids to Juvie Hall last week. So, you know, it gets onto a whole thing of back to the gangster stuff. Well, this is where it gets interesting. Ghetto's rode back into town. He's already got a body count, I think. He knocks off one guy, you know, for a couple of quid because he recognises him, Cobblepot, stabs him in the foot and then kills him, takes his money, and then he applies for a job in this gangster restaurant as a bottle washer, and a guy says to him, "You can't have a job because you don't have the right shoes." Anyway, he sees this like guy leaving work, he says, "I like your shoes," and this guy's going, "Well, what are you talking about?" Anyway, kills him and gets his shoes, then gets a job in the restaurant. Meanwhile, Fish, she's got that boyfriend who got beat up by Falcone last week. He cares about her, so she gets rid of him because he showed a bit of feeling towards her and was worried about her. So out he went, she got a replacement just like that. You know, it's how people get used and disposed of by these characters, you know. Life is completely worthless in this place, you know. I mean, I wouldn't want to live there. I mean, you know, you think it's bad with the British government here, good God, you know, with tourists. No, I'm getting political, I'm not allowed to do that. You know, so, I mean, this place is full of corruption, from judges to the police. So, I mean, even the clergyman, because he's the third victim. And he gets him, Balloon Man gets clergyman, and because he's a paedophile, you know, and he goes flying off into orbit. Well, later on, when they got this guy at police station who sold the balloons to the balloon killer guy, he tells him, he said, "Well, don't you know about weather balloons? You know, they come back down." He said, "They freeze up and then they just drop back down." Anyway, Cranston's, this woman, it's hilarious, this woman's walking a dog with the big furs on across the road, right? And Officer Cranston's coming down, like, you know, from the sky, smack, straight on top of her. And, well, both dead, so, I mean, that's 4 people and a dog. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, they go on pursuit of all this, but Cobblepot's back in town. This is what I loved about it. The guy that plays Cobblepot is fucking amazing, right? Plays the early years of the Penguin. And he's trying to tell people there's a war coming, and he wants in on the game, and he's going to go by for power, you know what I mean? So this big like gangster boss that owns restaurant notices him, and he makes out he's Italian, this Cobblepot. And he overheard about something about them, because they're all going to rebel against this Falcone and take over Gotham. They think he's had his time. Cobblepot denies it, and this big crime lord takes a bit of an interest in him, you know, so that's more to come. So anyway, they go down, they get the balloon guy, he tries getting Bullock, Gordon ends up all sort of like get trapped at balloon thing, and balloon guy ends up going up, and Gordon jumps on him, and he's telling Bullock, shoot the balloon, so shoots the balloon, crash, bang, land on top of a van. He's got him, he's in thing, ambulance bed, and you know, he's saying there's going to be more like me, going to start doing stuff like this, and Gordon's going, look, you know, you can't have vigilantism, you know, where the, you know, he said, but you're not doing it about it, you know, there's no hope, people are going to start taking law into their own hands. And that's interesting, because that's sort of like, the, you know, of the back coming at like 5, 6, 10 years from now, whatever, you know, and then it's back to Wayne Manor. Sean Pertwee, still keep thinking it's John Pertwee and the TARDIS is in the manor. Do you know what I mean? I can't help it. I just look at him and see John Pertwee all the time, the Doctor. So, he got on to this whole thing of Bruce, and there's an interesting bit where Bruce is looking at the paper, and he's going, you know, about the balloon killer. But he says he did break the law, because he broke the law. He said he's, you know, he's killing people, he's breaking the law. So obviously this is where the Bat won't kill, you know. I know there's been different interpretation where he has killed and all this, but this is what he's saying. He says, you know, he's broke the law because he killed people, you know, but Batman is not meant to, you know, I mean, he does, I mean, doesn't he, badly, you know. So that's it, and, you know, anyway, day at work without corruption. He gets back home, his missus is there, poor Jim Gordon sat on couch out bed like his back's done in. She walks in, and then there's a knock at the door, and he opens the door, and guess who stood there? Fucking Cobblepot, all dressed in a suit, looking like Pre-Penguin, you know. So, and then up comes Gotham, starts next week. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, at the end of it all, impressed with season 3. If this can maintain this for the, is it 13 episodes? This, or 11 episodes. If this goes all the way, they've got something special here. You know, we're 3 episodes in. I am impressed. My view this week, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 complete. I gave it a 4 out of 5 last week, but this week gets a 5 out of 5 for me. Yes, a solid 5. So that's pretty cool. That's it for me. I'll see you for the Flash review, which should be on by tonight, actually. You know, I know it's on in America at the moment, but I've seen it anyway. But I'll have to watch it again. So I'll see you for Shield tomorrow and Arrow on Thursday. You know, because it's all different here in UK and America gets it before us. You know, so right then. Have a great evening. Enjoy my review. Please sign up to my videos, share them, subscribe them. Love to know your comments. Most definitely, you know. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow.